New York Giants at Washington Commanders. Who has a brighter future as a franchise?
Man. Well, I would say I'm definitely going Commanders, but I'll say this was the game.
So let me now, before you go, I want to propose this idea to you. Okay. While it may look like the Commanders, I would also argue that the Giants have a brighter future because you could argue that they have the coach in place. You can argue that they're going to have a top 3 pick and have their choice of a QB, and that they definitely have a ton of cap space. Whereas if you look at the Commanders, they have a quarterback who has played well, but he's a 5th-round guy. You don't know. They don't have a coach in place. It is a brand new ownership group. It is probably going to be a new GM. They have money invested on the defense. Their line is just okay, but they have money invested in it. Their running back room is kind of mid. So it's like, realistically, the Commanders have a better starting point, but I would argue the Giants have more to work with.
Yeah, and because I think of it now, I'm like, because like you were saying, I would even say, I'd say the Commanders and not the Giants too, but for the Commanders' offensive line and defensive line, it's kind of like, I don't really think there's much redeeming on there at all.
No.
Like, you're kind of in a really, really shitty situation, almost minus Sam Howell.
Oh, the Commanders actually have much more cap space next year. I lied.
How much cap space are we looking at exactly?
They have $90 million next year, and the Giants have $47 million.
That's the thing, though, that does redeem them a lot is because, they're going to have so much money. But again, you got to spend the money right. We saw how it is. Hey, look, it's not going to be them forever, don't get me wrong. But like with the Bears, where it was like, we have all this money to spend. It's like, just you spend all the money right away or spend a lot of money. Doesn't mean you're getting instant results.
Right.
So I'm going to stick with it, though. Yeah, I'm going to go Commanders just because also I think with Sam Howell, you're very confident you got a guy. I know for a fact all the Commanders fans out there would agree with that. So it's like, at least when you got the guy, there's a lot of comfortability there. Even when I would compare it to like, I'll use myself here. When we had the shittiest Saints teams ever in like 2000, like after the Bull era, and it was like where our defenses were terrible. It was like everything else was really bad, minus the O-line. It was like, well, you know what? We got Drew and we're going to figure it out. And I feel like with Sam is not Drew, but he's young. Got a lot of potential, and you feel like we're gonna ride it out with Sam.
I would also back that up. I think Sam is. Just what he's done. Like, you can't take that away, regardless how you feel about him. Like, he has played. Like, if I love him, a lot of people don't like him because of the mistakes. But I love a guy like a Jameis or like a Sam Howell that will just take the shots. It's more exciting to watch. Like, if you're gonna lose anyway, at least make it fun. Like. That's why the Bears were so frustrating. It's like they would lose, but then they wouldn't even be fun to watch when they lose. So like Sam Howell, with what he's doing, you have to ride with him. Brian Robinson, like you put down, PPR machine. He has been playing like crazy.
PPR machine. And then, I got to shift it over to the Giants here real quick. I'll give a couple shout outs. Obviously, shouts to Tommy DeVito. He's been talked about everywhere. I'm not going to go too much to that. Everyone's probably tired of hearing about Tommy DeVito. But shouts to Tommy DeVito regardless. 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. What a fucking day, man. For a third string rookie. That's awesome. I mean, that's just, what a day. And then also, I've been shouting him out, but Saquon Barkley, he needs his respects. I mean, this man is fighting on a just team where it's hard to go out there and fight for a team like that every week in terms of you're on the 1-year deal, all these things around it. But you know what? That man does not care. He goes out there and fights every single week like it's his last game. I respect that a lot. I peep that as a fan, and I do respect that. And then Kayvon Thibodeau.
He's been going crazy
on the season. I would say not elite yet because there's still a lot of things about him where he's out of position plenty of time, and there's still a lot of things you want to see growing. But in terms of as a pass rusher and making splash plays, he's definitely really getting there. And he's getting better and better. So Kayvon Thibodeau is definitely, if you're a Giants fan, something to be excited about, as you already knew. But
all right, let me ask you this, just before we move on. Ron Rivera's gone, right?
Oh yeah, no, this was the game that solidified the fate. And I think it's kind of like a lot of Commanders fans have been saying, and I think I'm going to ride with their narrative. I think to an extent, though, Ron Rivera's kind of just quiet quitted a while ago.
Yeah,
I agree. He knows the writings on the wall. I think
Jack Del Rio has too.
Yeah, like if I could picture the vibe in the building right now, it's almost probably just like substitute teacher vibes. Like it's like, yeah, like fuck it. Like, you know what?
He knows he's gone new ownership. He knows it.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of things about it that's really tough. Like, and you're getting great money this year. It's kind of like this might be last year coaching. Who knows where he's going to go after this year? Getting up there. But yeah, I could definitely see him taking another stint too. It'll be interesting to follow on that, but
I don't think he'll ever get another head coaching gig, but he can be definitely an assistant coach.